Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Mystical Ninja Starring Goemon. Finally, he gets top billing. Just one thing, who the hell is Goemon? For that, we travel back to 1986 and to Japanese arcades, where Konami released a game called Mr. Goemon, based loosely on the stories of Ishikawa Goemon, a famous 16th century Japanese outlaw who you've probably seen some stylized images of. It was a standard arcade side-scrolling game, but one heavily steeped in Japanese folklore. From there, Goemon took on a life of his own as a video game character with tons of releases almost exclusively in Japan. However, a few games ended up making it to the US under a new franchise name, Mystical Ninja. They were lighthearted, comedic, absurd action-adventure games, the most well-known of which was on the Nintendo 64. It was extremely well-received, not only for its fun and varied gameplay, but its surreal humor and style, making it one of those lesser-known but still quite beloved N64 games. Not cracking the top 50 in sales, but enough to be recognizable. And at the same time it was released for the N64, a version of the game simultaneously hit the small screen. Now, obviously, you can't get an N64 game onto the Game Boy, so this one was built from the ground up rather than being a port, which normally could be good or bad, but come on, it's 90s Konami. They've got this. And the cover has the cast of characters you've come to know and love. Goemon front and center, there's Mustache Hair Ninja, Captain Skull, Serious Hat Man, and photorealistic Grandpa. Yeah, in case it isn't obvious, I've never played this series. The N64 game was well received, but how did the Game Boy version do? Kiseru in hand, let's play some Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Alright, what you got for us this time, Konami? As well as KCE Nagoya, not sure who they are. Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. There he is, and there are the other characters. Again, I don't know who any of these characters are. Let's just start playing, shall we? Ooh, Chapter 1, Karakuri Castle. Oh, there's a player select. Oh, I can learn their names. Ebisumaru is the happy-go-lucky with an appetite. Sasuke's a robot ninja? What? Oh man, Sasuke's awesome, but we pretty much have to do Goemon, right? Oh, there's a nice stage map with a skull fortress up there. It is the Edo period in Japan. A mysterious group of bandits calling itself the Black Ship Gang appears on a black ship. Well, I would hope so, otherwise that's false advertising. Indiscriminate thefts. They're committing indiscriminate thefts! Let's do this. Oh, it's like top down. Oh, there's a jump! I found 30 coins. Let's go. It's a Zelda-style game. I know that the SNES one was more sort of a side 2.5D kind of game. But this one, they're going full-on Zelda. A little more action-y. Oh, I have different weapons. So that's my magical pipe, and this is... Oh, I only have a limited number of those. Whoa. Oh! Oh, it is just like Zelda. When I lost the, my full life, I can no longer shoot from a distance. Yeah. Oh, you're good. The Black Ship Gang comes from the Black Ship. Thank you. Please say the same thing. Again, there's a sort of humor running through the whole game. That's what I've heard about this series. It's, you know, fun gameplay and just a really great sense of humor. Hello. You can cross a river with a stick of bamboo in your mouth? What? Apparently I can't. Alright, I am guessing that I need to find a stick of bamboo power-up to cross the water. It's playing just fine. It's a nice enemy variety already. Music's catchy. I think at some point I am going to restart just to see what the other characters play like. Did that hit him? It didn't. No. The end. Well, that's a good excuse. Let's try another character. How about Sasuke, the Robo Ninja? Oh, wait a sec. Sasuke appears to play the exact same. I don't know, it might just be a visual change. I'll have to look that up. Okay, I know that going up leads to water, so we'll just kill these fire faces. So this is definitely the kind of top-down game that's focusing a lot less on puzzle solving so far, and a lot more on action, which I'm okay with. Sometimes you're not in the mood for a puzzle. Sometimes you just want to hit guys with a sword. Or kunai, right? Ooh, we found the dungeon. And it's creepy. Right, I keep forgetting there's a jump. Wait, why am I concerned about the water when I could just jump over it? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Wonder if there's any benefit to getting into a lot of battles. Bats, of course. It wouldn't be a Game Boy game unless there were bats as an enemy. Whoa. Okay, you can't control yourself in the air. You either jump straight up or at a perfect arc. There's no in between. Got it, we're learning. Well, we gotta try Abisumaru now. Let's see if he plays any different. I'm guessing no. Yep, the same. So it's looking like the... Wait a sec. He has a little more control with his jumps. Okay, so maybe there are some minor differences. Because the Robo Ninja was much higher jumping. Alright, maybe we can actually do this jumping puzzle now. Quote-unquote puzzle. Or I could walk backwards when I land. Okay, so the jumping is finicky. As is the case with any top-down game like this that has jumping. That's kind of par for the course. But I'm gonna get it this time. Out of my way. I'm determined to get this. We did it. What's inside? 30 coins. I have not found where to spend those yet, but that's okay. Right, wasn't there another jumping puzzle up here? Oh man, we're making so much progress. The same jumping puzzle is up here. 20 coins? Oh, what a ripoff. I mean, realistically, there's not that much to complain about here. It's a pretty solid top-down adventure game. Action-adventure, more specifically. Because again, there really doesn't seem to be that many puzzles to solve or mysteries to do. You just sort of walk around jumping over things and beating up characters. The game also looks nice and sounds nice, and it's just nice, I guess, is the general point I'm trying to make here. Oh, there is something in here. 30 coins. Maybe there is no store. Maybe you just gather the coins and then you, I don't know, throw them at your enemies? Or maybe it's for the most important thing in any Game Boy game. Points. You know what would make Zelda better? Ninjas! Wait, does Sheik count? As I said before, you obviously can't take the full Mystical Ninja game and put it onto the Game Boy, but what you can do is capture the overall spirit of the game with reduced hardware, and that's exactly what they ended up doing. They went with the Zelda style of top-down action game, but unlike a lot of attempts at this, it actually worked really well here, with solid combat and the addition of some basic jumping mechanics to give a better sense of movement. And while the three characters played roughly the same, there were some minor differences in the jumping that gave you a reason to switch between them, so in general the game was quite good, without much to complain about gameplay-wise. Well, that's not entirely true. We do need to discuss the difficulty, because this was a pretty hard game. I was barely able to make it far in without dying, and with one life and no continues, plus a few enemies that had pretty hard to dodge attacks, and slightly finicky jumping controls, it made the game kinda tough. And after doing a bit of research, I found that each level had a mini-game at the end that supposedly tests just how well you can mash the A button, which frankly is never fun. This is something I see a lot of. Games with shorter runtimes on the Game Boy tended to crank the difficulty up to make up for it, and sometimes they kinda crank it just a hair too much. Still though, get past the difficulty and you're still left with a fun game with a lot of charm, one that balances its gameplay and humor very well. If you're looking for your Goemon fix, and let's be honest, who isn't, definitely give the Game Boy version a try. Of course, we're still left with one mystery, just where the heck do I spend all these coins? And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm BrianJ, and I'll see you next time.